Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, a notable Harvard researcher is making the claim that ISIS could be planning a nuclear attack very soon. Now, experts say that the prospect of this is highly unlikely, but we are hearing a lot of rumbling of potential nuclear attacks. And of course, today is the nuclear summit. So this is Harvard researcher Matthew Bunn. He's claiming that the Islamic State might engage in 3 different kinds of nuclear or radiological terrorism in the near future. He says that they could attack a nuclear facility and blow it up, explode a dirty bomb, or somehow develop a nuclear bomb and detonate it. Now, experts are saying that this is highly unlikely. You can't build a functioning bomb. It's not something you can just gin up with spare parts and power tools in your garage. So they say instead of a full-fledged nuclear attack, authorities are anticipating that they could use a dirty bomb that is made out of radiological materials pilfered from hospitals, research facilities, industrial activities, and construction sites, or they could also attack a power plant and trigger a nuclear meltdown. Now, James Acton, who's a director of the Nuclear Policy Program, says that nuclear fuel is not very radioactive before it's used. It would need to be enriched. Nuclear waste is described as self-protecting because it is so highly radioactive that it would kill anyone who tried to steal it. And again, they're saying that it'd be much more likely that they would attack a nuclear facility and trigger a nuclear meltdown. Now, he goes on to say, however, it would take, more than one bomb and knowledge of how the plant works, making the success rate for something like this highly unlikely for untrained terrorists. But this is what is pretty frightening in light of what happened in Brussels after they were able to raid some of the terrorist apartments there that took place in the Paris terror attacks. They found out that a very senior official at one of these Belgian nuclear facilities was actually being surveilled by these terrorists that carried out the Brussels attack. Now, there have been no official confirmation, but there are real fears that the Brussels cell of the Islamic State terror group may have been plotting this radioactive nuclear bomb attack. And since then, the media is reporting that 11 workers at the nuclear power plant about 40 miles southeast of Brussels have had their access badges withdrawn over fears that jihadists might be seeking insider help. And additional soldiers have also been deployed now to protect Belgium's 2 atomic power plants, a nuclear research facility, and a company that makes medical isotopes. And the senior Belgian nuclear industry official who was being tracked is someone who's said to have access to these radioactive isotopes. So it seems like it's really not a matter of if, but when. And of course, the UK and US are going to be simulating a cyber attack on nuclear plants to assess their resilience in light of this. This is going to be taking place sometime later this year. They want to test the readiness of the government and utility firms, make sure that they learn any lessons. And of course, a cyber attack on a nuclear facility could be very important and a major detriment to the infrastructure of our society. But of course, if terrorists are able to get inside of these facilities or get help with people who can help them operate the mechanisms inside of it, they would be able to trigger a nuclear meltdown. I mean, it's just, this news is just very upsetting. And now they're saying at least 50 ISIS supporters are working as baggage handlers, cleaners, and catering staff at Brussels airport. And we've been seeing different types of terrorist attacks coming out of, say, Egypt and places like that, where they're saying these people and their Islamic State supporters are actually working within these facilities. So the simple fact that we now have 11 workers there at a nuclear facility in Belgium getting their authorization revoked, it's definitely getting to be like a see something, say something type thing. But of course, here in America, you're racist if you do that, which is exactly what happened there in San Bernardino. The neighbors didn't want to call on all the suspicious packages coming in and out of these people's homes. France, of course, is now reporting an exodus of its millionaires because these people can see the writing on the wall and they've got enough money to get the heck out of there. They say more than 10,000 millionaires have hit the road, left Paris, following the series of Islamic terrorist attacks there in 2015.
fellow InfoWarriors, I am very excited to be able to announce to you the introduction at InfoWarsLife.com of a new way to save time and money when you stock up on InfoWars Life formulations like Survival Shield X2 and Super Male Vitality. Just go to InfoWarsLife.com today, select your favorite product, click on Auto Ship before adding to cart, and choose how often you want us to send you another order. Every time you choose Auto Ship at InfoWarsLife.com, you get 10% off, and you won't have to worry about running out and having to reorder next time. And of course, you can cancel with one click anytime. As you know, I'm all about the idea of a 360 win, and the new auto ship feature at InfoWarsLife.com is a sure win for everybody. A win for liberty, a win for health, and a win when it comes to big savings. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today and save 10% on your next InfoWars Life order by selecting auto ship at checkout. That's InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139.